What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Match reaction: Manchester United 2, Sunderland 0. Max, you got your prediction right. You happy about that?
Yes. Good to get the prediction right. Good to get 3 points. So let's get into it.
All right, cool. I've got Max and Ade here with me today for the match reaction. But firstly, people, before we get started, if you can please subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, turn on your notification to know whenever we upload on YouTube, and comment. Let us know what your reaction is to the game. Are you happy, or you still want Ruben Amorim out, as everyone's been screaming for the last few days? What's your thoughts on the game, Max? I'll start with you.
To be honest, it started the way I expected it to start. The way I expected us to start, but then the second half, it feels like, you know what, we start to do play good first half, and then second half just take a foot off the gas, and then I don't know, but yeah, but at least prediction was, I got the prediction right, and we got 3 points, so that's all we can ask for sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of the performance altogether, yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough today to win the game. So yeah, I'm happy for today's points, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I felt the same. I felt like first half was a good first half. I think I messaged at the end of the first half saying this team is an enigma, because you can have a good first half, but nothing is promised in it, because anything can happen in the second half, knowing what they're capable of. And second half, they took their foot off the gas. They didn't really, they weren't as aggressive as they were in the first half. They weren't creating as much chances as they were in the first half. I guess they just wanted to, the word to use is that they was willing to settle for what they've currently got. And we was quite fortunate with Sunderland that they were misplacing passes, and in terms of like their chances, they didn't really get much chances, or we're quite fortunate that we didn't get punished for that. But look, we'll take it. It's 2-0. We just move on from it. What I was going to ask you, what is your thoughts on this like defensive substitution that he's always making? Because this thing is frustrating now. It actually doesn't make sense, because I thought it could have cost us at the end to concede a goal, where with Maguire and De Ligt, both of them didn't really know where to position themselves, and the defense was all over the place. He took off Euro again. I just don't get it. What is his obsession with the changes of defense?
Do you know what, Tommy? I actually thought it was calm until he took off Euro, because he was reacting calm today. The sub was going well in terms of it didn't look like Amon that's under pressure now. He just subbing everyone, or subbing all these defenders. But then you didn't have to take off Euro. And then you brought Maguire. What is Maguire gonna do in the game? Do you know what? It's beyond me, bro. That one is beyond me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what to say, because the first three sub was spot on. He brought them on the right time. Do you know what I mean? Then that Euro one, I don't know, man. I don't know. When I see Euro play today, I'm actually thinking back into Brentford game. That if it was Euro that had that Maguire thing, when the offside was it offside? Was it not offside? Euro would have been fast enough to give Thiago more problems. Do you know what I mean? But then bro, man, I don't know. Tell me, I can't answer that question. But it's time to, do you know what I mean? I don't know why he's doing that. I really don't know why he's doing that.
And then tactically, can you see what sense that makes?
No, I can't, So when he makes subs like that, what comes to mind is, when you're playing 7-a-side and everyone's paying to play, and you just want everyone to get time because they're paying to play. It's like that. You don't have to make a sub, especially when it's not needed.
Yeah.
So,
I felt exactly the same. Bro, see the game out. Like, it's not as if Yora's had a bad. Everyone's had a good game defensively. Like, everyone's solid. They knew what they're doing. Like, if you've been playing with someone, you're communicating with a centre back all game. Eventually, you're gonna stop talking, because you already know what you need to do. But then when someone else comes in, then you have to rearrange yourself. And I just thought that showed within the last 5-10 minutes, especially like the last chance that Sunderland had. And I just don't get it. And that's one thing I just can't defend him on, because that defensive substitution just doesn't make sense to me. Whether we're winning or we're losing, you still make it.
It does.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it still doesn't.
It honestly doesn't, and I don't get it. And he doesn't help himself at all with that. So, but look, we got away with it. Let's just hope that he stops this eventually. The goalkeeper. Go on. What were you going to say, Max?
Did you see? Sometimes when like we're about to kick off, and then the players are all on the left wing, and I don't know. Do you guys notice that?
Yeah, but that's what everyone's been doing now. It's kind of like what the PSG thing.
Sorry, what's that? What everyone's been doing? Really? Everyone's been doing that, yeah?
Yeah, they try and pin the opposition in the opposite corner.
Oh, okay. Was that?
Possession.
Yeah, that's what a lot. Because even I was watching some of the, because I watched some of the like the under 21 and under 18 games. Even they're already teaching them from that age as well that they do that a lot from kickoff. First time obviously I witnessed it was PSG in the Champions League last year, because that's PSG does that a lot. So what they do, they relinquish like possession as soon as they take a kick off, they just kick it to the other side. And yeah,
that's what Brentford were doing. That's why they were scoring so many early goals last season. Like Brentford were doing it. You remember that time when they were scoring in the first minute?
Oh yeah.
They used to do as well. Lump it into the corner of the other team.
Okay.
Back straight away.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so that's what a lot of teams have been doing that. Well, I'm going to say that the keeper started. We've all been screaming out that we wanted the keeper to start. What's your thoughts on his performance, Max?
He done okay. He done okay. But it looks more steady than Bayern to me. Do you know what I mean? So apart from the little thing where it looks like he fouled a player, but everything else, bro, he done. Bro, keep him there. Keep him there. I don't want to see Bayern again, man. I'm sorry, man. Keep him there. Even the thing is, even if he make a mistake, I'm okay with that because he doesn't look twitchy to me. He does not look twitchy. When I see Bayern in corner kick, my man's like that. It's like he's got this thing about he's just twitching all the time. Bro, it gives me bro. I don't like it, man. Honestly, just keep this boy in, please. Let him grow into the team. Sorry, man. Bayern nah, he has to be on the bench now. Seriously. And we kept a clean sheet today as well.
Bayern I don't even think he should be on the bench. I didn't even know who told him he's a goalkeeper. I don't rate him at all.
Bro, we was talking about that on me and Max was talking about that. I don't think he gets into any other Premier League team. He does not play for anyone else.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, because
I mean, just you, man.
At one point in the game, I'm not sure if you noticed when was it before the end of the first half or something like that, when they crossed the ball in and he came out and claimed it and the crowd was cheering because that's how that's how much the keepers are like have damaged us at Old Trafford. So
expectations make anything.
So simple things as him coming out to claim a cross, it's more than good enough for us. I just thought he looked composed, especially in the first half. He did obviously. I don't know where the miscommunication was between him and like Bruno when he came out, and that could have been a pen or whatever it was. Yeah, but apart from that, it just looked a lot calmer.
With
his feet, with his hands,
100%.
Like when you have a goalkeeper behind you and he's calm, it makes the defender's life easier as well because they're going to be calm. But with Bandia, he's never stable. So, but is his first game, man?
I remember that's his first game.
Yeah, that's his first game. I was going to say. So we'll see how he gets on, man. I hope he keeps him. I hope he doesn't go back to Bandia because I said Bandia doesn't play for anyone else in the Premier League. So why is he playing for Manchester United? It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. And the other thing I wanted to touch on is Sesko. Obviously, got another goal. What do you think of his performance?
Do you know what? He's trying to get that centre forward thing, that the simple centre forward thing. He's trying to do it now, and I'm just glad that. Do you know what? Do you know what I mean? After six, seven games, he's got 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just glad. I'm glad that we actually got someone that looks like a centre forward now. Do you know what I mean? He's fighting for the ball. He's got strength, good in the hair and all that. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, I'm glad we got someone that that can actually play on the front. Not that you see what team with Holland was. Now what he does when I watch him at Napoli, like he looks like someone that can finish in terms of header. It looks like he's someone that can win a header and all that. But you weren't doing that for United, so that was the only thing about Holland. So now with Sesko, it's just it's now starting to show that what we paid for. So yeah, I'm glad, man. I'm glad for Sesko. Honestly, I'm really glad, man.
I think it's an okay start for me. I wouldn't be raving about it. I think he's done well. He's gaining confidence. I think the goals is helping him now because now he's starting to try and hold out the ball. Physically, he poses like he's totally different from Ireland physically because you know what it was when if Ireland once the defender pressures him, it doesn't matter whether the defender is smaller than Ireland, they're getting the ball off him, but at least he can shield the ball and something that's something he's demonstrated. I know you've watched Sesko before. How good do you think he can be? Because how old is he now? 21, 20, he's 22 now, right? How good do you think he can be, Sesko?
Well, it depends, It depends. Obviously, he's got the ability, he's got the potential, and we've seen lots of strikers with the ability and the potential. But I think where he would potentially thrive may not be being the bagsman like Kane and Lewandowski that they're getting tons of goals. It might potentially be you score a good amount of goals, but you bring other people in. And that's where I'm judging him on because we play with a formation where we've got 2 number 10s that actually score goals and we've got other players. So come end of the season, if he scored 15 goals, but also has 15 assists, then I'm going to be like, you're doing a good job. Like, I'm not just going to focus on your goals. So it'll be interesting to see how his game rounds out. But he's got the talent. But yes, just see how
100%.
Yeah, I think what will help him is if he keeps nicking his goals, the confidence will start to help him. He starts to feel a lot more confident on the ball when he receives the ball. Because sometimes I feel like he's rushing his decisions when he's on the ball. He's trying to pass too quickly. And sometimes he does well. Sometimes he composes himself well. He holds on to the ball. So with more goals and with more games, eventually, hopefully, we get to see like the best of him, and hopefully he can develop into someone like you.
It reduces the pressure because you know how our media is like. They'll put pressure on you so that your eyeballs are itching you every single game. So hopefully he gets the goals. It keeps the media off his back, and because it can be bad once the media turn on you. It's tough.
Yeah. Just on the game again, just the last 2 bits on the game. And I thought Mbemo was really good. Like, he was a player that always wanted the ball. And when he gets the ball, you're just always confident that he was going to do something with the ball. And he felt so at ease. And he's now starting to gain his confidence where he's beating the player with his first touch. Even his little movement, he's getting the ball back to goal, but he's beating them with his first touch, turning them quickly and then having to foul them. So I think he got 2 players on a yellow card quite quickly with his turn. What do you think of it, Max? Because I thought it was quite good today.
He played good. It's just and I'm glad that Sesko scored today, and it kind of put a bit of a pressure off his shoulder as well because if Sesko is scoring, then obviously we're not going to be looking at saying Bomo has to score, Gekuna has to score. You know what I mean? We've got Sesko scoring now, so yeah, he played well. He links up. He links up well. Do you know what I mean? He could have done better in terms of the Mbeumo that we know for Brentford, but obviously he's getting there as well. I want to see that Mbeumo for Brentford. Do you know what I mean? The one that's cutting and bending the ball in. There's few times he's cutting and he could have bend it in well back. Do you know what I mean? But it's coming. I know it's coming. But in terms of the all-round play, yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well, man.
I know you're a big fan of him. And how good do you think he can be for us? Because for me personally, I do think he's someone that 9 times out of 10 games, he's going to have a good game. You're not going to get, or he's going to do what he needs to do in the game as long as you're giving the ball creating for him. I don't think he's the type of player that's going to shy away from it. He's not someone that he's going to have like maybe three or 4 games out of 10, good games out of 10. I think you get a lot more than that out of him. What's your thoughts on him?
I think he's a top player. I think he's consistent. Obviously, he's not getting the goals that we attribute to him from last season, but you can still see his gameplay. So it's one of those ones that you're thinking, it's when will they start coming, not if they will start coming. And if he just keeps doing his job, then I think it'll work out. Like, he's not one of these ones that you quickly buy, they flop. He's got that ability. It's just the goals haven't happened. But he's got that ability.
And obviously, what's his name? What's our number 10 again? No, not Cunha. What's the Mount? So Mount came in for Cunha today. Yeah, I thought Mount had a good game as well. He scored to justify it. I really don't mind it. I honestly like Mount starting ahead of him, and I think that's the reaction you want from a player that's been on the bench, knowing that we bought 2 players to play in your position this summer, and he's come in and he's played well. So, and that's you took the words out of my mouth. Is the competition. So I think what I didn't want is Cunha, someone like Cunha, to feel like he can play all the time. And this is kind of reaction I would want from what's his name, Kobe. Like, not to moan on the bench, not to say you want to get a move, but work hard, get into the team and play well. And I think Mount is the example of that. So if anything happened today, if we didn't win or he didn't score, whatever it is, people are going to make noise about the change. But I thought the change was fine. I didn't see anything wrong with it. What do you think, Max?
Well, there were people in my chat room already saying, oh, Mount, blah, 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 blah. Why would you do that? Why you do? So basically, Amorim put him in there and he saved Amorim's job today in a way, because obviously it had to work. The thing had to work, honestly, because like, even if Mount didn't score, we had to win the game today. We just have to win the game, because like, it's not like we don't have the Amorim doesn't have the what's the word I'm looking for, that you can't just get it wrong today. So whoever he played today, he just had to work out, because anyhow it goes wrong today, everyone will call it, why did you start Mount? Why did you do that? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But then again, you look at it, you look at the gameplay today. First half, we were all over the first half. And the second half, we died down a bit again. That's not manager's fault. And I hate saying this thing. Do you know what I mean? That's not formation's fault. That's not manager's fault. We might not be getting the best out of the team in the formation, but how do you play that first half and the second half? So I mean, just have to get it right today, and he got it right. So I'm glad for him as well. So I'm glad that he played his boy and he worked out for him. Do you know what I mean?
Talking about Amorim, Ade, how long do you think he's safe for?
You know what? I don't know. So one thing that's I've been thinking about all week is that anytime someone asks me, I'm like, give him time. I keep saying that, and that's what my brain tells me. But then the results are like kicking me in the face, saying, what are you saying? So it's hard. I want to say one thing, but the results, you can't look past the results. And if he doesn't start winning back-to-back games soon, so like this whole back-to-back thing, if it's November and we still haven't won back-to-back games, I can't argue against, like, if someone's saying go, I can't argue against it, because it's weird. You have to win games, right? You have to win games. So I think they might give him November, December, maximum December. It's because it's not possible. You can't not be winning back-to-back games all the way from last year till December to next December, and you're still there. So it's hard. But as I'm being honest, like, my brain always tells me, especially after we spent this summer, is like, give him time. But the results, it's hard. It's hard. But we've won today. We've got Liverpool next. We'll see. It's hard. It's hard, bro.
Max, what do you think? How long do you think he has?
It all depends. It all depends on where we are on the table. If we're not below 8 by end of November and all that, everyone will look at it as all right, because that means we picked up some result somewhere where whether it's a draw against Liverpool, win that one, or draw that one, or win that one, or something. That will keep us 8 or above. You know what I mean? Because every other team will draw points or will whatever. But it's the table people are looking at. And then if your game result there and there, that's the only way in this league you can stay 8 and above. Do you know what I mean? Because when I ask people, oh, what would you want from Amman? Some people say, anything that's not below 8. So I think that's what people are looking at really. And the only way you stay 8 or above is by game result there and there. That you can't lose 3 in a row. Once you lose 3 in a row, bro, you're back to 14.
Yeah, so we can drop a few points, but as long as we're in a respectable position.
Yeah. So that's how you can save this job.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was saying that was my stance from the beginning of the season. Going into the season, I feel exactly the same as Ade, and that was just in my head is we've got to give him time, and time in my head is a whole season. But one thing I do recognize is it's a result business, and
trust me.
Which brings me to my second point, which is agreeing with you, Max. Is if they set a target for him at the beginning of the season, or us as fan base, a lot of the fan base will say, "Oh, we want to finish between 6th or 8th, whatever position we say." Yeah, as long as it's still within reachable distance, come like halfway through the season, I still think you should give him a chance. But once this is in 1 or 2 games in a row, or even more than that, then potentially I understand if they sack him, I can't complain. As I did, if we're dropping, because the table's going to start shaping up sooner or later. Spurs are on 14, and the teams that we should be competing with, so for those potential spaces, they're going to start drifting away. And if we're drifting far away from them, then you can't complain if they dismiss him. You just have to accept it for what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of like obviously the team moving forward, is there any hope that we can turn things around and be consistent?
Well, it's down to these players, Tommy. Honestly, because we can't. I can't move away from that second half performance again. Although we've done all right to sort of maintain and win the game, but there's something in me that I don't, because I play football at the same level, and I understand that when you put in a shift, you put in a shift. When you're not on it no more, when you want to down tools in your mind, you down tools. I don't get with these players because it's not the formation anymore. It's not the manager anymore now. You're winning 2-0. Why are you not all relaxed, like to say you won the last game? No, you lost. You got battered the last game. So why don't you play like to say you really want to get 3 points in that second half? And that's what I just can't understand with this team. And then people call me the most optimistic man of Man United. Bro, I'm not optimistic like that anymore. Because I'm watching this team and I'm like, why are they doing this in the second half? I don't get it. So, bro, I don't know, Tommy. Honestly, I don't know. Can we improve? Can we go? We can. But it's down to the players. To me, it's 60% down to the players. 40% of Amorim. That's where I'm going at. So if the player can do that 60%, bro, I don't think formation the full problem. Wow, everyone screaming formation is not working. Bro, well, the player has to make the formation work. Do you know what I mean? Few times today, Diallo lose a ball, he'll be like, no, run back. At least make an attempt to run back. Make an attempt to run back. Show that you really want it that bad. I'm not saying that he didn't play good. He played good today, but there will be some games where when the player see you running back at him, that might make that player that trying to do some sick pass or good pass and put the pass wrong. But because you're not chasing him back, the player has so much time to now place a nice pass. So that's everyone giving 100%. If we do that, yeah, we can. There's a possibility. Answer to your question, there's a possibility. But 60% is on the players for me.
All right, cool. How do you feel about it?
No, I totally agree with Max, So I think it's on the players, in all honesty. Like, obviously, I still play 11 aside, and that hunger or that drive is key. Just being like sloppy or relaxed for half a second, for being lazy, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. All this being on the back foot or downing tools because you're up, we need to keep on it, because you see all these players like Bournemouth, all these players at Bournemouth and teams like Bournemouth, they're on it constantly.
They're constantly.
They're not trying to have downtime. They just want to do well. Whereas actually we're like, oh, we're United. I'm gonna chill for a bit, and it's that indecision for a second, that relaxing for a second, that hungry teams just get the ball and do what they want to do against you. So I do think that players do need to step up. I think we've got players that are good enough, and enough of them, that we should be consistent, in all honesty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Now, I agree, man. I agree with exactly what both of you are saying. I think we should be consistent. I think we've got the players to be consistent. We've got the time to be consistent, because we're not playing as much game as last season. So why we're not doing it's another question. And ultimately, the pressure will fall on the manager. And if it doesn't happen, it's the manager that will get the blame for it. Look, we've got the 3 points we need right before international break. We will take that. We move on. At least it puts us at ease for now, shall I say?
I know. 2 weeks of ease.
We'll see what the other.
Oh,
we'll
man.
see what the other results are, and see where we end up at the end of like the weekend. And then we'll pick back up against Liverpool, which is a tough game away from home. So we'll see how that goes. Anything else, boys, before we jump off?
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
All right. All right. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. For all the United fans, hope you got a smile on your face and have a good weekend for once. Please let us know what your thoughts are on the game. Comment. And what do you think moving forward? How long do you think Amorim's got? And do you think a lot of this relies on the player rather than the manager or the system that people tend to talk about? Let us know what your thoughts are. And please, if this is your first time, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and turn on your notifications to know whenever we upload onto YouTube. Thanks again, boys. We'll be back.
Peace.
Great. Take care, guys.
Peace.